It is Friday, Groundhog Day, February the 2nd. And he did not see his shadow. So the early spring is a guarantee. It's coming out of Puxatawny.
So going to begin to buy your fertilizer and get your aeration going and get ready to get the garden going.
One of my favorite movies. I'm sure it's on today.
The Groundhog Day.
Yeah, Bill Murray. What a wonderful.
Well, we have gotten through January. We're into February, and January was kind of a roller coaster. But overall, the stock market, if how January goes, the market goes. So
they say.
We should have an up market this year. Based on that.
Yep. I'm sure it's based on that. It's just like Groundhog Day.
But we got the Super Bowl coming up.
We'll have our prediction next.
Right.
And
that will determine where the market goes. And then hemlines will be our last choice. So certainly by December 31st, 2024, we'll tell you how the market has gone.
Yep. So a lot of data. This has been a data 2 weeks worth of data. And I'm telling you, the Fed's I'm sure they're all just kind of sitting back and smiling like Cheshire cats because they don't really have to do anything because the data continues to come in so hot that it's not forcing them to move rates.
You remember in December and in early January, there was so much talk about the market and six cuts into the interest rates by the Federal Reserve. And we said it was not going to happen. And then we had the Federal Reserve talk this week, and he really took the March cut off the table. And he said at best there potentially in the month of May, could be a 25 basis
They meet in March. They do not meet in April. They do meet in May, and that they would do something perhaps after that meeting. We'll see.
So you have as you have said, you have the good news again, good news is bad news, but the employment numbers came in, the farming numbers came in, and non-farming numbers, and people are getting jobs, and the economy is strong.
At a really big clip, 353,000, 185,000 expected, so almost a 2-to-1 difference. So again, like I said, the Fed's going, hey, just keep throwing that data at us, and we'll continue just to sit here, because one thing they don't want to do is start moving too quickly, moving rates down, and that becomes inflationary.
You have interest rates moving around. Earlier this week, they came down, but with the information that came out with the Feds, then the 10-year has jumped back up above the 4% rate as of yesterday. But what was interesting, I met with a client earlier this week, and we were looking at 10 years in a Treasury, and it had dropped below. So we have movement going back and forth, and that movement going back and forth is creating for the Fed, hey, we just need to pause to get a sense of the direction of where things are going.
And we're continuing our movements back into the market slowly. We did the first tranche in the first couple of weeks of January. We've kind of stepped back. We'll look again in February at perhaps another tranche moving. But we are, we want to get back into the market closer to where your actual risk tolerance is. And so we're moving back into that direction.
Also with the bonds, we're beginning to, as we started in January, November, December, and January, move out the duration. We continue that path to try to have that in the position we want to probably by midsummer of this year. So we're going to be active. February will be a month that in all likelihood we'll make another step, but we'll continue to follow the data and continue to talk with you as often as you need. You can call us at any time, and we're meeting with folks on a regular basis. We do this because we know it is your money.
And your money matters. Have a wonderful, safe weekend, and we will talk to you again next week.
See you next week.